better story. So, any writers out there, a little tip for you. Have a dog that seems to appeal to the kids. Don't kill the dog. Yes, that's actually a very good point. Yes. Oh, I have a favorite book from late childhood, maybe around 10. I love the Tintin comic books. And my son reads, he wants to read or have a book read to him 30 times a day. It's aggravating. Also, he now wants them all performed in an accent. I'm growing hoarse with doing sort of elderly British gentleman accents. And like Mark Shelley. Who, incidentally, I understand was rather flattering of me already. So I read a lot of stories to him, so I'm always looking for new books for him. So I bought him Tintin, and I brought him a Tintin book and started reading it. Oh, there's an awful lot of machine guns, and people getting killed, which I forgot about in Tintin. And I had to edit that kind of, I edit out words like ugly, or things that involve killing and war, things like that. So you have to do a lot of editing when you're reading Tintin. So we're not reading a lot of Tintin anymore. That book magically disappeared. Anyway, my favorite, my mom read, why am I wearing these weird cankins? My mom read this book, A Wonderful Fashion Doll, to me and my brother when I was 7. I loved it. I loved this book. It was the book that we actually read was from the late 1800s, I think. It was a really tattered, very old volume of this sort of strange story about a doll, a wonderful fashion doll. And I brought it into school to show the other kids in the 2nd grade. Isn't this a fantastic book? They did not think it was fantastic. At the time, my mother was also dressing me occasionally in like tights when I went to school, which I thought, oh, these look snazzy. But bringing the wonderful fashion doll into 2nd grade in tights made me not popular with my fellow male classmates. Yes, that was a little bit. That's another story. So, the book that I really loved was Tom Brown's Tracker, and it was a book about these 2 kids in New Jersey who found this old Indian guy, like Native American, who knew everything about tracking. He knew the old Indian, ways of tracking. And these 2 white kids, actually, one of them wasn't white, but Tom Brown, the author, is white, and he was this sort of New Jersey kid who learned everything about tracking and wilderness survival in the New Jersey woods and became one of the greatest trackers in America. And he's still alive. He's teaching tracking school, which I would want to go to at some point. But it's great, really, really good stuff. Adventure stories about surviving in the woods. That's what I like. Sorry, it's boring. It's great. Hi.
Hi, Misha. Before I ask my question, I just want to say that with the mockumentary that you did, it was really cool, but it made us feel a little bad for you, and I just wanted to let you know that you are so important to us.